Hello students, I am your physics mentor Nitesh Kumar, and today I am going to start one more basic topic required for learning physics is calculus. Okay student, actually this topic is in our 12th class, 11th class, from 11th class it will start, but mainly whatever I am going to discuss, this is in 12th class mathematics syllabus. Okay students, but we need this concept for explaining or for solving the question of physics in our 11th class. Our first chapter is kinematics. There you will find you have to differentiate, you have to integrate. Okay, so that's why today we are discussing this. Calculus is what? It's a branch of mathematics where we are dealing with the things, how things are changed. Look at this. Calculus is a study how things change. And what we are going to discuss in physics, how quantity is changing, like displacement changing with respect to time, the velocity is changing with respect to time, is it or not? These things we are going to discuss, and that's why we need the help of this calculus. Okay students, there is a two parts we'll discuss here. We are going to discuss two parts of calculus, that's the differential calculus and integral calculus. So today I am starting with the first differential calculus, later we will discuss the integral calculus also. Okay, so differential calculus here, why we are discussing? Because in this part of calculus we used to discuss about the how things increase and decrease and how the quantities are changing. Okay, so look at this here. The purpose of differential calculus to study the nature of the amount of variation in quantity. So here we are discussing the how the quantities are varying with respect to time or with respect to any other quantity. Okay, so that's why we are going to discuss first differential calculus. This calculus is very important students. Okay, here we are discussing about the how things are changing. Now students, before starting this differential calculus, first the few things, the few basics things you have to know from the mathematics, that's a function. Now what is function student? What is function? Now function, actually we are denoting function like y equal to f of x, suppose you all know. Okay, y equal to f of x. Now function is what? Function is like a machine. Look, like I am assuming here it's a biscuit manufacturing machine. I am taking an example. So this is the function. Okay, now if you will put here the raw materials on this machine, this is called the domain. The input whatever you are giving, here what you can give the input is x, and this is the independent, this is the independent variable. Independent variable, simple, independent, and this is the dependent. It's a dependent, it's an independent, this is a dependent. So why I am telling it's a independent? Because whatever the value of x, like I am assuming a one example, I am taking an example of function is y equal to x square plus 2x plus 3. Look at this, it's a quadratic equation. Now whatever the value, whatever the real number you want, you can put here, is it or not? And whatever the value you will put here, with respect to that value you will get the y. So y is not independent. Independent is what? Liberty is where you having in choosing x. Okay, so this is the independent variable and this is the dependent variable. So whatever the value you can choose here, that is the domain, that is called the domain. And here what you will get? Biscuits, like you are getting a biscuits here. This biscuits is what? Range. Okay students, now try to understand, whatever the value you are putting here in the machine, that is the domain, and whatever the output you are getting, that's the range. Now try to understand. So here domain, now look at this, here you have a restriction. I taken this is the machine of biscuit manufacturing machine. It means now you can't put here concrete, है ना, ऐसा बिस्किट बनाने में तुम concrete, लोहा, पत्थर थोड़ी डाल सकते हैं हम लोग. What we can put? शुगर, फ्लावर, कुछ भी डालें, क्या डालेंगे, आटा डाल दे सकते हैं, चीनी डाल सकते हैं, और क्या फ्लेवर्स डाल सकते हैं, है ना। तो दिस थिंग्स वी कैन पुट। तो वी हैविंग अ लिमिटेशन, सो डोमेन चूज करने में भी लिमिटेशन होता है। एंड दिस बिस्किट मशीन, अगर ये बिस्किट का मशीन है तो ऐसा तो नहीं है कि यहाँ से खिलौना प्रोड्यूस होगा, नो, यू विल गेट द बिस्किट, ठीक है। तो ये जो चीजें हैं, जो बिस्किट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है और वो बिस्किट ही बनाएगा, दैट इज द रेंज। लाइक हियर आई एम टेकिंग अ फंक्शन, example I am taking y equal to sin x, very simple example, y equal to sin x, this is a function. Now here you can put the values of x, and whatever the value you will put here, what you will get, y equal to a limited value, because we know the graph of sin x is a +1 and this one is the -1. So what value you will get between -1 to +1? So range what you will get here, range you will get, it's a -1 to 1, and domain is real number, natural number you can put here, is it or not? Now students, so now you understand what is function, because we are going to use very frequently function in this topic, that's why I explain you the function. So now I am starting the differential calculus. In differential calculus what we are discussing here, change, okay, average rate of change. Look at this. So for understanding of this, here I am drawing a graph, then you can understand properly. So this is the graph of y equal to f of x, and I am assuming at this point it's a x1. With respect to x1 what you are getting, y1, this is the y axis, this is the x axis. Now here I am taking a x2, so what you will get, y2. Look at this, change in quantity here, what you are getting, delta x, and change in this y is what, delta y, is it or not? Now student, if you will join here a normal geometry, sorry, trigonometry, what you can say, the tan theta, the tan theta equal to what, delta y by delta x. Now we taken here a measurable distance, but if we are taking a infinitely very small, so what you will get here, look at this, I am taking here x, and this one is a very small change is here x plus dx. So with respect to x what you are getting here, y, and with respect to x plus dx what you will get, y plus dy. Okay student, now this change is what, dx, and here this small change is what, dy. So what you can write, if tan theta, value of tan theta, if delta x is changing tending to 0, what you will get, the tan theta, if delta x is tending to 0, what you will get, the tan theta equal to dy by dx. We are talking about this small. Now it's behaving like a what, tangent, is it or not? And this is the slope also student, this theta is here slope. So what you are getting here, tan theta is what, it's a slope. By the way, it's written here average rate of change. Look at this, this is what, x is changing, and with respect to x, y is also changing. So what you can write, delta y by delta x, and it's actually slope of this line, slope of this line. So now onwards, if you want to find slope, what you can write, dy by dx, or also you can write, if you will get this angle theta, so what you can write, tan theta. So what you can say, tan theta equal to dy by dx. Okay, and in this measurable case, what you can say, the tan theta equal to delta y by delta x. Okay, and this is the concept we are going to use very frequently in our physics. I suppose you all understand. गर्मी बहुत है स्टूडेंट. Now instant rate of change, I already explained you this instant rate of change, I already explained you. Now I am going to discuss the few formula, because now you understand, if you want to find the rate of change with respect to any quantity, what you can take, dy by dx or dy by dt. Like if you are finding the rate of change of displacement with respect to time, what you can write, ds by dt, ds by dt, and this is the velocity. Rate of change of displacement with respect to time is velocity. Now what we have to learn, how to find this, how to find this rate change. For that we are going to discuss this 8 formula. Okay, actually in maths you will learn more, but in physics, in very frequently we are going to use this formula and 5 rules. Okay, so if you will learn this formula, you can solve the physics question. I know that this topic is very vast, but I am teaching you this topic just for physics. It's a supporting topic for physics. Okay, we need the concept of these things, that's why I am teaching you. Okay student, the first derivation formulas is what? Y equal to constant. Look at this, I am drawing here a graph. Y equal to constant, like I am assuming this is the function y equal to 5. Now, and this is the x, this one is the y. Look at this students, here is x1, y1 what you are what getting? 5. x2, what you are getting? Again 5. And what we have to find? dy by dx. Change in y, 5 minus 5, always you are getting 5. And here it's a x2 minus x1, what you are getting? 0. It means if a constant function is given, a function is constant, it means the differentiation, change on that function, it's a constant, you are telling constant, the change will be what? 0. So here the change what you are getting? 0. Getting my point students? I am just going to discuss the formula. So note down this formula first. If function y equal to constant, dy by dx, what you will get? 0. I suppose you understand. I given an example. Now if it is an exponential function, y equal to e to the power x, then what you will get? dy by dx equal to same e to the power x. Note down. Okay students, first I am checking because these things are very small. Is it visible or not? Yes, this formula is visible. Okay, but it's looking like very small. I thought that is it visible or not. Okay, now you can note down. So if y equal to sin x, dy by dx, what you will get? Cos x. Students, learn this formula, then only you can solve the question. Now y equal to 10x, the formula is sec square x. Y equal to x to the power n. The explanation of this one is also coming from here. If you will put the, here you want a constant, na? If you will put the values, you will get the answers. Okay, so now student, look at this, y equal to x to the power n. So in this case what you will get? dy by dx equal to n x to the power n. This is not visible, I think. So n into x to the power n minus 1. This is the formula of dy by dx if y equal to x to the power n. This is given. Now here y equal to ln x, log function, we already discussed the log. Okay, so y equal to ln x, what you will get? dy by dx equal to 1 by x. Y equal to cos x, dy by dx, the differentiation of that with respect to x, what you will get? Minus of sin x. It is written minus of sin x. Now y equal to cot x, what you will get? Minus of cosec square x. Okay, so everyone note down this formula and learn this formula, because we are going to use this formula very frequently. Okay, now how to solve? I am taking an example. Method of differentiation, or you can say the rules of differentiation. Okay, now student, first rule is what? The function multiple by a constant. Look at this, here we having a y equal to k time f of x. I will take example also student. Then what you have to do, you have to write y equal to k and just differentiate. If you want to find dy by dx, what you have to write? K take outside and f dash x, or you can say k you can take outside and d f of x divided by dx. You can do. Is it or not, student? Okay, now here we having an example. These are your homework question. Now I am taking this example. We having a y equal to 2x cube. 2 is what in student constant. 2 is here constant. So now what you can do, dy by dx, 2 you will take the outside, dx to the power 3 divided by dx. We all know the formula. If we having a y equal to x to the power n, then dy by dx, what we are getting, n into x to the power n minus 1. Now we will put here, n is what here 3. So what you can write, 2 into n is 3. So I am writing here 3 into x to the power 3 minus 1. अभी आपका फर्स्ट टाइम सॉल्व करो, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम सॉल्विंग लाइक दिस. ओके, अदरवाइज हम लोग इसको डायरेक्ट सॉल्व करते हैं. ओके, सो व्हाट यू विल गेट, 2 into 3, it's a 6x to the power 2. This is the answer. Note down. This is the answer. Now these are your homework question. Everyone solve and submit on my WhatsApp. And those who are watching this video on YouTube, you can comment your answer. Okay student, sum and subtract, like if you are doing a addition and subtraction of functions. So we having a function here y equal to f of x plus minus g of x. Then what you will get, the dy by dx equal to f dash x plus minus g dash x. Okay, it means if two function is given in the addition form or subtraction form, what you will do, you will differentiate separately and add and subtract. Look at this, here we having a function. Function is what, y equal to x square minus 6x, y equal to x square minus 6x. Now what we can do, dy by dx we have to find. We all know it's x to the power n function, so n into x to the power n minus 1, n is what, 2, 2x to the power 2 minus 1. So what we can write, it's a 1, don't need to write 1, minus x to the power 1, n 1, 1 minus 1 0, something to the power 0, it's a 1. So what we can write here directly, 6. So what we are doing, we are differentiating this function and this function. Simple. It means if two function is given in addition and subtraction, what you have to do, you have to differentiate that function directly and add and subtract. Okay student, now solve these questions. Pause the video and note down this function and these functions or examples and solve it. Now product of two functions, if two functions is written like this, y equal to f of x into g of x, if written like this, then what you have to do, you have to write this one, dy by dx equal to what, f dash x into gx plus f of x into g dash x. Suppose you understand. Okay student, now here we having a function y equal to x square sin x. Look at this, y equal to x square sin x. Now if you want to differentiate, what you will get, the dy by dx equal to x square, first differentiate this one and write sin x directly. So what you will get, 2x sin x plus, in second case, first function you have to write directly, second one is sin x is a cos x. What you will get, dy by dx equal to 2x sin x plus x square cos x. Is it or not? Note down this. Next one is division of two function. Now if two function is written in this form, division form, y equal to f of x divided by g of x. Now if you want to find the dy by dx, what you will write, f dash x into gx, gx को आप डायरेक्टली लिखोगे, फिर माइनस लिखोगे, f of x को डायरेक्टली छोड़ोगे एंड g dash x को डिफरेंशिएट करोगे बाय में gx का होल स्क्वायर. Okay, now using that formula we are going to solve this. So we having a function y equal to sin x divided by x. We having a function y equal to sin x divided by x. Now y equal to sin x by x, if you are finding this one is the f of x and this one is the g of x. So f of x, differentiation of f of x is cos x here. Is it or not? It's a cos x, not cas x. Cos x into x. So directly we will write x minus sin x. You can just write here the sin x into differentiation of x is a 1. So just leave and here you will add the x square. This is the differentiation of this one. Now students, solve this. This is your homework question. Solve it. Now function chain rule. This is a very important, students. Chain rule. Okay. In first chapter we are going to discuss the chain rule when we will derive a relation between v and x. Okay. Generally v and t is known, but v or x if you are writing, then you have to use this chain rule. Okay, student. So chain rule is what? Like if we having a function y equal to f of x, or you are writing that dy by dx. What you can write? It's a dy by dx is written. So you can write dy by dz into dz by dx. Look at this. df by dt is written df by dx into dx by dt. That is also fine. And here you can also write in this form. So dy by dx equal to what? dy by dz into dz by dx. Is it or not? Now student, look at this. Here we having a question. Question is what? Example is y equal to e to the power minus x. Very small written. Okay, I think it's not visible or no, I don't know. Okay, so look at this. We having a function y equal to e to the power x. Now solve it. What we can write? We can write here, I am assuming z equal to minus of x. Z equal to minus of x. So what you will get here? Y equal to e to the power z. Now what we can write here? Writing dy by dz. dy by dz e to the power z and dy by dz. What we will get? E to the power z. And we know that from here, what we can write? dz by dx equal to what? Minus 1. dz by dx equal to what you will get? Minus 1. Now, you have to find the dy by dx. So, what you can write? dy by dz into dz by dx. Is it or not? Now, look at this. dy by dz equal to e to the power z into dz by dx. dz by dx equal to minus 1. Now put the value of z equal to minus of x. So what you will write? E to the power minus of x into minus of 1. So this is the minus e to the power minus x. This is the answer, student. Now solve it. So homework question. Okay, solve these two. For your practice, these questions are given. Not done, everyone? Okay, now students, I am going to discuss the maxima and minima. Look at this graph. Okay, in this graph, because we have to find sometime maximum velocity, minimum velocity, in at what time you will get the maximum velocity, at what time interval, in a time interval where you will get the minimum velocity. These things you have to find. For that, this concept is very important. So look at this. Maxima or minima point is written here. It's a XA point and this is the XB point. Okay, and this is the graph of, it's a graph of y equal to f of x. I am assuming the graph of y equal to f of x, and where we are getting the minima at this point and maxima. Look at this, student. At minima or maxima, what we having? The slope is 0. If you are drawing a tangent, then tangent slope is 0. It means what you can say, where you will get the where you will get the maxima or minima if your slope equal to what? Slope equal to dy by dx, and this is actually equal to 0. So first thing, if you want to find where you will get the maxima or where you will get the minima, what you have to do? You have to differentiate that function and equate with the 0, and the value of zeros, what the value of here, solution of this, whatever you will get, that is the points where you will get the maxima or minima. I am repeating again. If function y equal to f of x is given, now what you will do? differentiate d of x divided by dx, and if you will equate with the 0, why I am equating with the 0? Because look at the slope at these points at maxima and minima, what we are getting? 0. That's why we are equating this with the 0, and whatever the solution you will get here, that is the point where you will get the maxima or minima. Now students, conditions for the maxima and conditions for the minima. Now before understanding these conditions, here one thing I am telling you, look at this. Just if you will move at this point, this is the 0 point, if you will move at this point, slope is what here? Positive. But look at this, if you are moving here just forward, the slope what you are getting is negative, is it or not? Now we'll use this concept. So here at point A, as we see in the figure, it's a minima, slope is increasing, sorry, graph again I am drawing, look at this one is the graph. Okay, so if you are just moving just here, what you are getting? Slope is increasing, it means d square y by dx square, what you will get? It's a positive. And where you are getting positive? At the minima point, and this is the point where we are getting y equal to maximum, and here y equal to minimum, is it or not? So at y equal to maximum, look at this, if you will just go here, what you are finding? Slope is decreasing, it means d square y by dx square, you will get the less than 0. In which case? In the maxima case. And where you are getting? In minima case. So these are the condition. Now here we having a one question is given, we'll find this maxima minima. The minimum value you have to find. Okay, how you will find the minimum value? Y equal to what given here? 5x square minus 2x minus 1. Look at this, y equal to 5x square minus 2x minus 1. Now first what you have to find? Where you will find the maxima or minima, that point. For that what you have to find? dy by dx. If you are differentiating it, what you will get? 10x minus 2 minus 0. You don't need to write minus 0. So we are getting here this one. Equate this with the 0. Why we are equating this 0? Again I am telling you, because slope is 0. So here you are equating with the 0. Very good. If you will equate this with the 0, the value of x whatever you will get, there you will get the maxima or minima. Right now we don't know it's a maxima or minima. We'll double differentiate and then we'll judge. Look at this. So 10x minus 2 equal to 0. So x equal to 1 by 5. So at 1 by 5 we will get maxima or minima. Now look at this. Differentiate again. d square y by dx. इसका मतलब double differentiation. d square y by dx square. If you will double differentiate, what you will get? 10. And 10 is greater than 0. Look at this. 10x minus 2. So what you will get? 10x, x equal to 1. Constant you will get a 0. So what you will get? 10. 10 is greater than 0. It means this is the case where you will get the minima. Now here we having a value of x, at this value we will get the minima. So y minimum equal to what you will get? Y minimum you will get 5 into 1 by 5 square, I am putting the value of x, minus 2 by 5 minus 1. Now if you will solve this is 5, LCM what you are getting? 5. 1 minus 2 minus 5. So what we are getting here? This one is the minus 7. Oh, I did a mistake. Oh, student, it's a plus. Oh, it's okay. Plus or minus. If I take a minus, you can take minus. It's okay. So if you are taking a minus, minus, then you will get this one. So what you are getting? Minus of 7 minus 1, 6 by 5. This is the answer. Here make it minus, student. Okay, because in solution I taken a minus. So now I suppose you got the answer. Okay, so how to find the maxima, how to find the minima? Simple you can find. So how to check, you understand? First you will differentiate and equate with the 0. So you will get a point where you will get the maxima or minima, you don't know. Then after you just double differentiate it. If you are getting it's a more than 0, then ho gaya fix, it's a minima. And if you are getting less than 0, it means that's a maxima. Okay students. वीडियो ज़्यादा लंबा हो रहा है तो मैं आज के लिए यही बाइंड करता। इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर आई विल डिस्कस द इंटीग्रल कैलकुलस। आप लोग को जो क्वेश्चंस गिवन है ये स्लाइड्स में, उसको सॉल्व करो, ठीक है। दिस इज योर होमवर्क। इन नेक्स्ट lecture I am going to discuss the integral part. Thank you students, have a good time.